out on maternity leave, so things have gotten really busy at work, and I've been putting in a lot of hours. So I do apologize that I've gotten a little bit behind on uploading. But alas, here we are in April, visiting the energies of love, and Venus has been retrograde, and it is moved through Pisces into Aries, I believe, and I'm actually a natal Venus, so believe me when I say I have felt that shift of energy from Venus going into retrograde, as all of you probably have. Maybe some of you are aware of it and others of you are not, but I feel for many of you, based on the cards I see here, that that energy is playing out in your realm right now, because your reading is a bit different than all the other signs I've read for thus far. I have 4 more to do, actually 3 more to do after you. So you guys have kind of a unique reading here, and you've been working on a cycle of sorts, and this, since this is a love reading, this definitely has to do about love. But what I want to point out is at the very center of the reading we have the star reversed, and this here is a representation of a loss of hope, a lack of healing, a lack of letting go. There's situations, and since this is general, obviously this will play out differently for each of you, but there's a situation in your life where you are feeling totally hopeless and powerless, and you have major arcana straight down the center of your reading, so this has been kind of an ongoing thing, but at the same time it's very divine. And with the Hermit, you've really been keeping a lot of this to yourself, how you really feel, any lack of hope that you have. You've really been keeping it all to yourself and holding it within. But more than that, in that process, maybe you are aware of it or unaware, you've been gaining a lot of wisdom that you otherwise would not obtain if you haven't been walking this alone. And you may have people in your life, but whatever this reverse star represents for you, this is something that you've been keeping to yourself and moving through this energy alone. But as hard and painful as that may have been, it's really grown you and changed you and tapped you into some soul wisdom, okay? And in the recent past, we have this 5 of Swords. So, just based on the other cards here, I get the sense that you felt very defeated, okay? On some level in regards to your romantic relationship. It could be, somebody rejected you, or somebody left you, or somebody deceived you, or, maybe you were dealing with a troubled relationship and you kind of walked away and thought you would call them on their bluff, and then it turned out that it just ended and that's not what you expected. But nonetheless, in the recent past, you have this feeling of defeat. And with the World card crowning you, I don't know, I just, you want a sense of completion, of this situation coming full circle, okay? And because the star is reversed at the center, you may have a great sense of just like, it's just never going to happen, this is just never going to end, this is just how it's always going to be, I'm not going to be happy, or whatever it is, but there is this new beginning, okay? that is presented here for you. And it's very stable and it's very solid. So if you've been single for quite some time, which I can see that with this Hermit card and feeling quite hopeless, definitely in your near future, I see a beautiful opportunity of love presenting itself to you, okay? For those of you who are in a relationship, and this is where this energy is playing out, I get the sense of you finally willing to give a truce, or the person that you're involved with, like, offering you a truce. It's like there's finally a point where you guys agree on whatever this situation is, and you start to move forward, and the movement is very slow, okay? But it's steady, it's stable, and it's solid, and it's leading into this wonderful new opportunity. So since this is general, this is obviously going to play out differently for each one of you. I'm going to pull some romance angels to get more information, but overall, in general, Leo, it really looks as though you've been, everything that's been playing out in your life, I would say, over the past 5 years, just because that Five of Swords sits in the recent past, and the card in the future is an Ace, a brand new beginning, and then down the center we have all these major arcana cards. It's like you've been in a 5-year cycle of sorts, and it could be that you've been in this relationship for 5 years, or this just can be a cycle containing various relationships over the course of 5 years, where I don't know, it's just you've come with this reverse star at the center. It's like you got to this place of really feeling like just hopeless, and you were never going to be happy. But it wasn't ever really about that. It wasn't about the experiences that you encountered, that you were being punished or anything along those lines. It has everything to do with this Hermit energy. All of these experiences, or this one particular relationship, is pushing you to go inward, to explore and discover yourself in a way that you haven't before. And now you're coming upon this completion of this inner journey. And I really feel as though you have gained far more wisdom and knowledge than you really give yourself credit for. And whether you're coupled up or single, with that Ace of Pentacles coming in the near future, that's definitely a positive sign and new beginnings. Okay, so let's see what the romance angels have to add. Chemistry. Get to know each other. And you deserve love. So beautiful. Okay, Leos. So for those of you singles who are meeting somebody new, this is definitely an indication that there's going to be a great deal of chemistry between the two of you. And but you're cautioned to move at the pace of this Knight of Pentacles. Very slow, very steady. Really get to know this other person, because you deserve love. And sometimes if you move too quickly, you know, the person you're pursuing will see you in a different light than you truly are. But nonetheless, you do deserve love, and you should not lose hope. And there's definitely some new opportunity on the horizon, and it looks really good. Now, if you are coupled up, I get the sense that the chemistry that you originally shared is kind of fizzled a lot in the process of getting to know each other, which, you know, is a pretty natural thing. It's the first 6 months to a year of any relationship are, you know, the honeymoon phase, and as you really get to know somebody, things can change rather quickly, okay? Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. It just all really depends. I honestly feel that you should date somebody for at least 5 years before you move in, before you have babies, before you get married, anything like that, because a lot happens in 5 years, and who somebody is when everything is going right is not going to be who that person is when everything is going wrong, and you'll never meet that other person until certain situations unfold. So, really take your time, move really slowly, and for those of you who are like starting to really feel that chemistry fizzle out, yeah, especially with that reverse star card, you do deserve love, okay? And you shouldn't stay in a relationship because, you're married or you've invested a lot of time or you have children or anything like that. You'll never feel truly happy and fulfilled if you're not truly aligned and in love with the person that you are with. You will never be fulfilled. You'll always feel this kind of empty void, and you may do things and act out in ways that you normally wouldn't otherwise because of, the heaviness of that void that you feel within. So really focus on loving yourself, and that you're not selfish for the things that you want and need out of a relationship. You're not selfish for that, and you need to know that, and know that you deserve love. You are lovable, okay? And I think part of this cycle that you're on, this internal journey, is leading you to that place, that understanding that you are lovable and you don't need anybody to define who you are. And if you're single, that's okay. You don't need somebody to be happy. Okay, you got you, and if you got you and you love you, then you got more than most people in this world, okay? So, we have this Four of Swords, and this is from the Sexual Magic Tarot. You guys are definitely fantasizing about somebody, and this chemistry card. So if you are with somebody, I get the sense that you're feeling a strong chemistry or passion, desire for somebody else, and you're thinking about them. And this is actually referred to as the masturbation card. And so with masturbation, comes with fantasy. So there's somebody that you are thinking about masturbating during those thoughts, whatever, whether you're male or female, this is the situation. And so perhaps whoever you're with, you don't have this chemistry that you had in the beginning, which is now causing you to fantasize about somebody new, okay? Hanged Man. This goes right in alignment with that Four of Swords. This is a very deep, lustful, desirable feeling, but there's barriers that hold you back from this person, and that would again reiterate those of you who are currently involved with somebody, but you are thinking about somebody else. And then this makes even more sense. Oh, Leos. So now we have this Hermit. So we have the Hermit twice, okay? And in this deck, this guy is not getting laid. Not at all. So that could be... So if you are currently in a relationship, for some of you, I get the sense that whatever chemistry and passion was once present is no longer in place for whatever reason, and you're feeling quite alone, emotionally and physically. And because of that, now there's somebody else that you are thinking about, or somebody else that you are attracted to, and because of the fact that you are not getting laid, or maybe it's that you you don't feel any sort of sexual passion or chemistry for your current partner, okay? Now, if you're single, this speaks for itself, you're not getting laid, you're, fantasizing a lot, and you're frustrated with the situation, you're tired of being alone. But again, I see that changing. And for those of you who are in a relationship and you're not getting laid with this Ace of Pentacles, you could get laid. I would feel it more strongly if it was the Ace of Wands. But with that Ace of Pentacles, it's like there's an offer that's put out to you, or there's an opportunity that comes your way in regards to either just sex or love and romance. But overall, you guys are really coming to an end of some cycle, and whatever kind of plays out, I feel like over April, in the course of 2017, is kind of written in the stars already. I don't normally feel that way. I truly believe we create our own experiences that we have in reality, but there are some things that are just like they're just going to happen in your life no matter what, okay? And I was just shuffling to pull you an advice card, and what popped out is support. So again, this is how I know some of you have really been going through some hard stuff, and Spirit wants you to know that you are very supported in the non-physical realm. And just like what I was saying, there are some things that are just destined to happen in your life no matter what. And right now, depending on whatever it is you're facing, you really need to just trust that and know that you're supported, and know that everything isn't wrong and bad and not going your way. It's you have been going through this cycle, and it's to pull you into your inner self, into your inner wisdom. You have the Hermit twice here, okay? Whatever you're being held back from, there's great purpose in that. And the more you investigate that, the purpose of, the more ease you will find, okay? Because there's nothing that's playing out in your life. I don't even know why that's all blurry like that. Let's see if I can... There we go. Sorry about that, Leo. I didn't realize it was all blurry. Anyways, maybe that's a beautiful synchronistic sign that once you really tap into your inner wisdom, everything that feels blurry and out of focus is going to come into focus, okay? You're not being punished. You don't have bad karma. This isn't about that. This is about the lessons and life experiences that it takes to connect you to your inner self. And for whatever reason, the Leos I'm reading for, this is really playing out in your love and romance area at this time. And you need to know that you're lovable and you do deserve love. And if you do meet somebody new, don't rush into anything. If you are in a relationship, and you're not happy, you're not getting laid, you don't feel the passion, you don't feel the chemistry, it causes you to think about somebody else, you really need to consider if that relationship is truly viable for you, okay? And you have a lot of non-physical support in the non-physical realm, and a lot of you have the future on your mind, but I would definitely go within, and the month of April is all about experiencing and perceiving from a spiritual place, not from the human experience of things, but not even from your emotions or your desires or your thoughts. You really need to perceive from your spiritual eyes this month, okay? You're going to see a lot of things about your life and your situation and your romance that you haven't been open to previously. This Hermit here, it's a very spiritual card. You got it times 2. So I know that there's a lot of spiritual work going on in your life, and even though you're feeling very alone, you are not alone. And I think that's why the support card came out as the advice from Spirit, is to let you know that you're not alone on your path no matter what you're facing. Okay, Leo, that is what I have for you guys in regards to love.